Okay, everybody. Pat here, West Corners Custom Cycles. Welcome back to the Underground Garage. I want to show you our next project. A lot of you have seen the Harley Davidson Aramaki 125 build I did on this. I posted videos of it on this channel. If you haven't seen it, by all means, I invite you to go to the channel, check it out. You know, hit subscribe, like, it'll take you right to the channel. And again, ring that bell for notifications on our new videos. But our new project is going to be the little brother to the 125 that I did. I'll flip this camera around and we can check out both of them actually. Hang on. All right. Here's that Aramaki Harley Davidson 125 resto I did. This bike literally has, let's see what it says, I forget what it's up to now, 2,853 miles on it. Original. Everything on this bike is original, including the tires, from 1968. Okay, but our new project is its little brother right here. And this is also a survivor. The other one was in 1968. I believe this one is a 70. This is all original paint. I got it from the original owner. It's original everything on it. Again, even the original tires from Italy, Pirelli's from 1970. This bike has even less miles on it. 1,121 miles original on this. I bought this bike from the original owner. She rode it as a little girl, and then it went into her dad's garage, and then when her dad passed away, she said she put it by her fireplace, and that's where it sat until I bought it. You can see the headlight is a little wonky in there. This package right there is the clips to hold that in. This is the original battery that came in the bike. Took it out of that battery box right there. This is a 6-volt system on this. Original seat and everything. It's absolutely ridiculous how clean and nice this bike is. Original tail light. I don't know how well we're going to be able to see, but even inside this tank. No, you can't really see in there. I don't got a flashlight on me, but it's absolutely pretty pristine. I think they actually had it professionally put up, but I'm going to start going through this thing today. This is the next project. We're going to get it up and running. So I'm going to yank the carburetor off this thing, make a video of me pulling that off, going through it with the ultrasonic cleaner, getting it back on. We'll get some fresh gas, make sure the oil's up where it should be, and we'll see if we can't fire this thing up, because this thing really doesn't need any restoration or work done to it. I got to make sure it's getting spark, some fresh gas in it, and go through that carb, and I think she'll fire and ride. All right. That's it for now. I'm going to get on this carb and show you how I pull that off and go through it. See you in a bit. Okay, everybody. Back here on this 65cc 1970 Leggero. It may be a 71. I got to check the serial numbers. But what we're doing right now is we're going to pull this carburetor setup off of here. All right, here's the carburetor, air filter, but I'm going to pull it with the fuel line and the pet cot, because I want to keep this bike. This bike is 100% original, and I want to keep it that way. I can't get these clamps anymore. If you look at them, they're the original clamps that came with the bike, and I want to keep it that way. So I'm going to pull the whole pet cot and carb together, take them down, get them on the bench in the basement, get them in the ultrasound, get everything all cleaned up good, and get it back out here and ready to rock. All righty. We're going to pull this nut here to get the pet cot off the tank. And down here, you got 2 screws that hold the manifold onto the cylinder. I already took one of the screws out down there. They're 5mm. Everything on this is going to be metric because it was made in Italy for Harley Davidson. So, okay, let me get this off of here, and then when I get that done, I got to go here. There's 2 flathead screws. Take the cap off this carb and disconnect the fuel line coming down. But I'll show you how to get that off and disconnect that fuel line. I don't think you need to watch me take that other bolt out and take this nut here off. I'll be right back. Okay, at one point I thought this thing was professionally put up, but I guess not, because that's all old gas coming out of the gas tank. And you can't even believe the lacquer smell coming from this. You can see it dripping. So we're going to let that drip for a while. I'm going to turn the fans on, air this place out a little while I get this carb the rest of the way off. I'll come back and show you how to get that cap and that throttle cable off. All right, let's see if we can get this throttle cable out of here. Pull these flathead screws on. I gotta go get me a stubby screwdriver. All right, everybody, we're back. Get this carburetor off of here. 2 screws in the top. And one over here. And pull the slide up out of here. I'll leave the slide hooked to the throttle cable for right now, and then I'm going to take this carburetor down on my bench in the basement where my ultrasonic cleaner is, and go from there. Get this thing all cleaned up and show you how it's all adjusted up. And okay, like I said, I was pulling this with the pet cotton and everything. This is absolutely filthy. This down in here doesn't look too bad. The slider and stuff here. Got to do something with that spring so I don't lose that. Doesn't look too bad inside it, but I'm still going to go through it. I don't know how well you can see in there. Doesn't look too awful horrible, but needs to be cleaned. We'll go through all the jets and everything. Like I said, I didn't want to disconnect this fuel line because it actually has the original clamps on it. I want to keep it as original as I can. I cannot believe the crud on this screen. It is absolutely ridiculous. You can't even see the screen hardly. But, all right, I'll get a replacement one of them. Go through this Petcot tool, pull this apart and clean this out in the ultrasonic cleaner, make sure that's all good. And pull the carburetor apart. I'll pull this air cleaner off, make sure that that's in decent shape. It should be. This bike only has 1,100 original miles on it. So I don't think it's going to take a whole lot to get it running. But one thing at a time, we'll do the carb first. After that, I'm going to come back. I'm going to check for spark, make sure we got spark. As long as we got spark, gas, and air, should be able to get this thing to fire up. Then it's going to be an issue of what's going on with this clutch after 40 years of not being started or more. But we'll get to that bridge when we cross it. All right, I'm going to go get this in the ultrasonic cleaner. Next video will be of me going through this and then getting it back on the bike. All right, as always, be good, be kind, ride safe, keep the shiny side up, live life behind bars. See you soon.